Hey, Canadian Rewind family. Some things from our childhood just stick with us. And for us 80s and 90s kids, few things are as etched into our brains as those classic TV commercials. Seriously, hear a jingle and bam, you're instantly back on the living room floor, world feeling simple and bright. Today, we're taking a trip down a memory lane. Get ready for a serious hit of nostalgia. Number 1. The House Hippo. Oh, the collective gasp of Canadian children when this one first aired. We were all convinced for a glorious moment that tiny, adorable hippos might be living in our homes, nibbling on crumbs and making nests out of dryer lint. It felt so real, didn't it? The cozy, slightly dusty visuals, the quiet narration, the way it just felt like something that could be true. Then the reveal hit. It was a PSA about media literacy, about not believing everything you see on TV. But for a little while, we all dreamed of having our own little house hippo. A bittersweet memory, that one.
Real? But you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions. Kind of like you just did. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Number 2. Sleep Country Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? You can practically hear it, right? That perfectly pitched jingle, so simple, so effective. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't overly clever, but it was everywhere. You'd be channel surfing, and there it was. A comforting, familiar sound, instantly telling you exactly what was on offer. It became a background hum of Canadian life, a testament to how a catchy tune can embed itself deep into the national consciousness.
Sleep Country, Canada. Buy my mattress anywhere else.
Number 3. Mr. Clean. That bald, buff, sparkling genie of cleanliness, remember him? He'd appear, often in some mundane, messy kitchen or bathroom, and with a confident nod and a flash of his eyes, everything would just gleam. There was something so reassuring about Mr. Clean. He wasn't just selling a product, he was selling the promise of effortless, dazzling clean. And that little ping sound when everything sparkled, pure satisfaction.
Ready.
Mr. Clean has captured the sun with a fresh, clean fragrance.
He's Sunshine Fresh Mr. Clean.
For a fragrance fresh as sunshine everywhere you play.
Clean never smelled this fresh before.
Mr. Clean has captured the sun to make everything you clean smell sunshine fresh.
Number 4. Fibber McGee's Closet, The Yellow Pages. Is there a Fibber McGee in the house? This one was less about a product and more about a feeling. The feeling of desperately needing to find something or someone, and the Yellow Pages being your ultimate guide. The visual of that impossibly cluttered closet, bursting with every imaginable item, perfectly illustrated the overwhelming amount of information out there, and how the Yellow Pages helped you make sense of it all. It was funny, relatable, and somehow deeply Canadian in its understated humor. Number 5. Dairy Farmers of Canada. The Happy Cows. The rolling green fields, the contented mooing, the sun dappled on their backs, and the voiceover reminding us about the goodness of Canadian milk. These ads were pure comfort. They conjured up images of idyllic farm life, of fresh, wholesome food, and that feeling of knowing exactly where your dairy came from. It was a simple message, delivered with a gentle warmth that made you feel good about pouring that glass of milk.
Cheese are on its own. Cheese always brings that good-for-you good taste, so keep plenty on hand.
We need more cheese, please.
Number 6. The Bud Light Godden commercial. Okay, maybe less about the product and more about the cultural moment it became. Remember the guy with the ridiculously exaggerated Godden pronunciation? You couldn't not imitate it. It was one of those ads that broke through the clutter because it was just so odd and yet so memorable. It sparked conversations, got people laughing, and for a while, every time someone mentioned a garden, you just had to say it like him. Number 7. Mr. Sub. This jingle was a little earworm, wasn't it? Upbeat, catchy, and it made you instantly crave a submarine sandwich. You'd be singing it under your breath in the school hallway, or even humming it quietly in the grocery store. It perfectly captured that casual, accessible vibe of grabbing a quick, delicious lunch. It wasn't fancy, but it was Mr. Sub, and that was enough. Number 8. Canada Savings Bonds. I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. This one was a clever twist on a classic song, and it had everyone singing along. Using the famous Osmond duet to illustrate the two types of Canada savings bonds, regular interest and compound interest, was brilliant. It felt distinctly Canadian in its folksy charm and its practical, sensible message. You probably didn't fully grasp the economics as a kid, but you sure knew the tune.
I'm a little bit country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Number 9. Smarties. When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? This was more than just an ad. It was a cultural phenomenon. It started playground debates, prompted endless discussions among siblings, and had us meticulously sorting our Smarties before indulging. The playful, curious tone of the commercial made it feel less like an advertisement and more like a shared experience, a little secret handshake among Canadian kids. Everyone had an opinion and everyone had a ritual.
Very fast, eat that candy corn and chocolate. But tell me when I ask, when you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last?
10. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger wasn't just a cartoon character. He was an institution. His booming, enthusiastic voice, the way he'd pump his fist, the sheer joy he exuded about breakfast cereal, it was infectious. Even if you weren't a Frosted Flakes kid, you knew Tony. And his unbridled enthusiasm for those sugary flakes always put a smile on your face. He was the embodiment of energetic morning happiness.
Big, crisp flakes with a secret toasted-in sugar frosted. T-I-G-E-R. Go up.
Tiger!
Oh, that's the old team spirit.
And there you have it, a walk down memory lane, reminding us of the jingles and characters that truly shaped our Canadian childhoods. It's amazing how these snippets of our past can still bring a smile to our faces, isn't it? Now it's your turn. Which commercial from the 80s or 90s still plays in your head decades later? And which one sparked the fondest memory? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love hearing your stories. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Canadian Rewind for more trips down memory lane. See you next time.